Huh?
The way it doesn't.
Okay, everyone in Amina Mokota. The resume it. Mokota. Dr. Mokota. Colleagues, are you able to hear me? Those who are watching through YouTube, we're trying to work on the audio. Can you write in on the chat line if you are able to hear me? Okay, colleagues, if you can hear me, we wanted, okay, it's leave now, but I'm not sure whether the person who's going to present will be able to do. So the reason why we wanted to use YouTube is because Teams has a limit of about 200. Basically, we will have a problem of internet acting in and out. But anyway, let's hope we will be able to. I've lost Dr. Mokwatana. Dr. Square, are you able to hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay. Now, Dr. Mokwatana. Now,
yes,
we were trying to get audio so that students could hear us. But now I think students are able to hear us now. You can take the podium and talk to the students. I'll be watching the YouTube and also trying to establish as to whether the connection is still on between us and student. I've asked students and they said they are able to hear us.
okay. All right, good afternoon, colleagues, and good afternoon, our dear students. We have to talk about our business. It cannot be business as usual, but we have to go on with life and whatever it offers to us at that particular time. You will remember you also have to go to schools for teaching practice. And considering that we are in times like this,
Dr. Makwatan,
part of, yes.
Can you do the video? Just open your video in your case because you're the only one who's presenting.
I can see you.
You can.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, colleagues, and good.
Can you please move your laptop maybe a little bit forward?
A little bit forward.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that he wanted to see.
I guess.
Yeah, shoulder high. Yeah. So that.
You wanted to see.
Shoulder high.
Yeah, can you please move it a bit?
Forward or backward?
Forward.
Or should I move forward myself?
No, backward.
Huh?
No.
Like this?
No.
Like this?
But we cannot see your shoulders.
You want to see my shoulders?
Yes.
Like this?
Yes. Yeah. Now. Yeah. Now you are.
Now
okay.
it's better.
Yeah, it's better now.
Okay. Colleagues, we have to talk to the students regarding their teaching practice online. I was still talking about their teaching practice, the whole of it, and then that it is no longer possible for them to go to school for the whole duration of the teaching practice due to the times we are in. Now, of August 2021. What we have to talk to you about regards your logging in to the system so that you start working on the activities that you have to work on. Dr. Chikota will tell you more about your login credentials. Were with us last year during this time who registered on TCiA. Have this process has to go on. I think that Dr. Chikota comes in. Dr. Chikota? Dr. Chikota?
Yes, Dr. Mokatana, I was checking the chat lines, and I've already typed the website where students will be able to go in and log in to their teacher choices project. So basically what's going to happen is that when they log in at www.teachingprac.co.za, then we'll also give them a password overnight where they will be able to log and go to their place where they'll be able to do teaching practice online. So, Dr. Mogatana, you can continue because I'm also watching chat lines to see whether we're disconnected with OBS because of internet connection. You are muted, Dr. Mogatana. You are muted. Okay.
You students, you are divided into groups. And there's a group for 10 credits. That's the group for year 3. And there's a group for 12 credits. That's a group for year 4. All those who are in their final year, their credits are 12. So they are active, not mistake, that you have to work on. Those activities, as you will be working on, your tutors will also be grading them at the same time. So you have to start, when the system opens for you, you just have to start working on your activities so that you be graded in time tomorrow to the 15th of August. Time. It is advisable that you start working as soon as possible, so that each week you have something that your tutor can look at and make remarks or grade your work. Dr. Chikota, any other something?
I'm not sure because my network did act me out, and I don't know whether you talked about that the teaching practice will run from the 15th of August to the 17th of December 2021. But in between those periods, individual students will pick their weeks. Say, for example, you are doing PGCE. If you complete teaching practice online, this one will give you a credit of 4 weeks. So you are not supposed to do a teaching practice for 8 weeks, but only for 4 weeks. So it means between the 16th of August now and the 17th of December, but let me say and November, because the week of the 15th of November will want you to submit all your portfolio. So between those dates, you should have completed your 4 weeks. Similarly, it will also happen to those who are doing bed fet and bed tef between the 16th of August and November the 15th. You should have completed 3 weeks of teaching practice in schools. So for those who will not complete teaching practice on school, if you are a bed fet or bed tef, you'll be required to complete 12 weeks in schools. And this one will be difficult because considering the fact that we've got COVID-19 pandemic, so schools will be on and off. So in short, what it means is that those who are doing bed tef and bed fet, we've reduced your 12 weeks teaching practice by 9 weeks so that you can only go and do 3 weeks. So you have to find your weeks within from August to November, how you are going to do your teaching practice. But while you'll be going there, you should be able to communicate with my office so that I establish that you are now at school, so that if we send monitors or tutors to come and visit you, we know which week you are utilizing for teaching practice. Similarly, this will also happen to those who are doing a PGC. You must utilize your 4 weeks of teaching practice, which will be between August and November 2021. I think basically that's what we will expect from you. And when you do activities, don't run ahead of your tutors because you must get support from your tutors. Don't quickly go and finish all the units. Hopefully, they'll require you to do about 6 units. Don't finish them before you receive support from your tutors. So for those who will be doing 10 credits, referring to those who are year 1, year 2, year 3, we will give you 3 weeks to do teaching practice online. And those who are doing 12 credits, will give you 4 weeks. So that's the end of, that's the 15th of July. By the 15th of July, by the 15th of August, you should be done with your teaching practice. From there, then we'll be able to work on your portfolio development. We'll give you a question paper like previously, and where you'll be able to answer questions, and those questions which you will answer while you'll be while you'll be at teaching practice school, make sure that all those questions will be reviewed by mentors and HODs at schools, and they are also assessed by mentors and HOD at schools. They are assigned control, and the documents stamped by mentors, HODs, and principal at the school, so that those will be the portfolio that you will email back to our office. We are not going to receive any physical document. We will receive an electronic document which you will have completed while you at teaching practice school. I don't know whether there is something that I've left out which they needed to know. Dr. Mokatana, back to you.
Yes. There isn't anything that you have left out. I just have to make an emphasis on the following. The first thing is for you to do teaching practice online, and you complete the units that you are supposed to work on. That you will start from tomorrow, the 15th of July, to the 15th of August. That's teaching practice online. You should be done with it by the 15th of August. From the to the 17th of December, you will have to find your weeks, whether it's 3 weeks or 4 weeks, which you have to finish at school. We are not saying that have to go and then you skip it, you go the other week. No, you have to go for 4 full weeks that follow each other. And then during that time, you will be working on your portfolios, which Dr. Chikota said, when you finish working on it, you will have to send it electronically back to the email address, which will be provided. So that was the only emphasis that I wanted to make. Otherwise, I don't see something that will left out, except if they have questions. Thank you.
Dr. Mokotana, just for some few 5 minutes, let me go back to the chat line and wait for questions there. I don't go.
Okay.
Colleagues, you can give us some questions if there are burning questions that you needed us to answer now. Just write on the chat line. We have indicated that 3 weeks teaching practice for PGC from August 2021. You pick your weeks, and Bedford and Bedtef also 4 weeks. No, let me do corrections. It's 4 weeks for PGC. Let me do corrections. Corrections. 4 weeks PGCE and 3 weeks Bedtef stroke Bedfed. So Dr. Makatan, were you able to get the correction that I made?
3 weeks Bedtef and Bedfed and 4 weeks PGCE.
Yes. On the chat line, I put the wrong. Now, there's a question here. Do we have to use the same password you gave us today, every day? Yes, I've shared the password. You have to use that password. If you want to change, you can also change your own that password because it's general. You can make your own password. Let me see. How will we get the units for assessments? You will get the unit for assessments when you log in. It will take you to your name. When you click there, you will start. You will see there will be 5 units or 6 units there. The online teaching process, are we doing it in groups? No. No, we don't do it. You do it individually. But you'll be monitored by tutors. I will continue to provide you online teaching practice website on the chat line. I'm going to type it for you. Are we supposed to complete the online teaching practice by 15 August or by 15 November? No. You are completing online teaching practice by 15 August. Then immediately when you finish with online teaching practice, you start with a school teaching practice from the 16th of August, which will finish on the 15th of November. Are we going to be given letters to present to the school we choose? Yes, definitely. After this meeting, we are going to request our seniors to sign those letters, then we will distribute to you immediately before you go to school. Are we going to be given letters? Yeah. Yes. Is it from 15th of July to 15th of August? Yes, it's teaching practice online is from 15th of July to 15th of August. What is the password? My name was gone. You will still check the chat line. The password is there. Somebody is teaching prac 821. You can change it. That's the general password. You can change it when you want to make your own password so that you can protect your is it possible to change the school we choose? Yes. When you want to change the school, you can communicate with our offices. Then we'll give you a new letter which will take to a new school. I'm sharing the password. I'm typing on the chat line again. The website. www.teachingprac.co.za. We are mindful of the internet acting in and out. Now that schools are reopening on the 26th, so that's what we said. Our period will start on the 16th. Any day when you hear that your school is functional, you pick your weeks. That's why we are not prescriptive. We say from the 16th of August to the end of to the 15th of November. Make sure that you have found weeks in your school. And this will also be determined by the status of COVID-19 in the country, whether the condition will allow you to go to schools. How many units will be completed per week? It will be stipulated on the website. Yes, you'll get the information in the website. Yes, you are starting with online. Are we starting with online tomorrow till the 15th of August? Yes, you are starting with teaching online practice tomorrow until the 15th of August. Now, the people who have attended the meeting now are there 272, 260, 300. That's why we wanted to use YouTube so that you could all be accommodated in one place. We will improve as we continue. We are mindful of the disturbance that we had while we started. May you please forward a list of students who registered for this teaching practice. What do we do with the schools that reject us to do practicals? If you are rejected, you choose another school, we'll give you a letter. Why it is not advisable to complete the online teaching practice within a day or a week? Because you got credits and the DHET that is giving you the qualification after completion, they've paid for 4 weeks and the maximum. So if you do not perform there, if you do not do there, still the DHET that gives you B, PGC or BFET degree or BTEP degree will want to know why are you not completing teaching practice during the stipulated period. What about those who completed last year? Are we supposed to do it this year? Those who completed last year are not part of this. They've been excluded in teaching practice online this year. When are we going to get these letters, and how? Letters will come through email immediately when we will request them to be signed first. We have to do TP for how many weeks at schools? You'll have to do TP for depending on whether you're a PGC or BEDTEF student, 3 weeks for BEDFED students, and 3 weeks for PGC. Why should I wait for my mentor after completing the unit or lesson?
4 weeks for PGCE.
Yeah, 4 weeks for PGCE and 3 weeks for BEDFED. You need to move with your mentor, your tutor, because otherwise it will affect your final assessment. Want to increase your final assessment. There are those who only got the average last year was 75%, but there were those who passed by 50 and 51. We want you to when you arrive at your assessment time, that you want you to be well prepared. So we need that guidance which is being offered by your tutors. Why should I wait? Yeah, you can come in.
And it is important that the students work every week, because every time they log in, it can be seen and it can be followed as to how many times, when, at what time did they log in. So yes. I wanted to make an emphasis on the requirements for working on these activities.
Do we use our students' email to log in? Yes, your Mvula email, not a private one, because DET knows that you are at the University of Venda. They don't prefer private emails for that purpose. So that when you log in with your official email, it's known that you are part of University of Venda. You can't. It's possible for someone to finish TP online in 1 week. No, it's not. You finish it according to whether you belong to PGC or BEDTEF or BEDFED. For username, do we have to use our email address or our student emails? Student emails. What we attended school 1 week and that school got affected with COVID and closes again. We will credit you the week, and you will still have to complete the other weeks. Don't worry about that. Do we use our student email to log in? Yes. You said we must send our documents electronically. How do we do that? When you have done, then we'll still communicate with you. When you are done, we will give you an email where you will be able to scan your portfolio and send it back to us. So all portfolio will be electronically sent. Yes. Are we going to be allocated tutors? You have already been allocated tutors. We will send you the documents with tutors so that you know your tutors immediately after this workshop. When I try to log in, it says invalid. No, that's what we told you. Don't log in today. It will not accept. But tomorrow, does an assessor comes through to the school, I'm doing practicals, or to assess me, or don't worry about that. The office will see how to come out with that. When we monitor you, we won't tell you that we are coming. So you should be, when you have indicated your weeks, you should be at school. How are we going to know our mentors? Your mentors is the one that you will find at school. Dr. Makwata, can you explain the difference between mentors, tutors, and lecturers?
All right. As you will be working on teaching practice, you will be working with your tutors. Online, you will be working with your tutors. As you go to school, you will be working with your mentors, the teachers that you will find at school. If you are in the foundation phase, maybe when you reach the school, you will be referred to grade 3. The grade 3 teacher will be your mentor. If it's the third, your subject teacher for geography will be your mentor, geography grade 11, 12, or grade 10 to 12. Those teachers will be your mentors. And there was a question regarding the visit during teaching practice. As you go to schools for the 3 weeks or the 4 weeks, you will receive visits, but not everybody will receive. But just be there, because you do not know as to whether you are the one who should be visited by your assessor or not. So you will receive visits. Thank you.
How do I give you the name of the school? Remember, there was a link where you were requested beginning of the year to identify school which you want to be placed. We have collected that information, and unless you were not part, you didn't complete the link. If you didn't, you can still communicate with our offices. Then we'll be able to put you in the list. So we have already populated the list of all the school, all the mentors, and all the principals of the school you are going to visit this time. So we have that info. Can I choose a school that is, and do you have the subject I'm sharing with? If you choose a school that is in Gauteng province, you must not be doing Chivenda, you must not be doing Chitsonga, that school must have all those 5 subjects. Chivenda, Chitsonga, Siswati, Sindebele, and Spade. If it does not have those 5, if you are doing languages. But if that school, you are going to that school because you are going to teach mathematics and physical science, it's okay. I mean, this is specifically for those who are doing languages. You can't go to a school where you'll be teaching isiZulu. We don't have isiZulu in the University of Venda. You can't go to a school where you'll be teaching Setswana. So we don't have Setswana here, or East Xhosa. We don't have East Xhosa here. So what you can do is to go to a school where you think because of COVID-19 pandemic, you'll be able to teach the subjects that we have here in our campus. Yeah, already, Bridget, have indicated portfolio will be submitted electronically. We are obvious. Why are you confused? Some of us here say I'm doing PGC majoring with history and the EMA. So it's possible to go for primary school. No. What you only go to primary school when you are doing BTEF, foundation phase. Now, once you are doing FET, like you are doing history and EMS, which only have only one standard in primary school. So we'll want you to be in high school, because in high school, that's where you'll have history and economic and management sciences in grade 8 and 9. EMS means you must also do grade 8 and 9. Forget about grade 7. Can you attend to this? This is a tricky question. You wanted to go to primary school and teach history there. Dr. Mokwata?
Yes.
Because of history and EMS.
The person has registered for bad TEF.
No, PGCE.
Your degree is B.Ed FET. So you go to secondary school or high school. You don't go to primary schools. So in high schools or secondary schools, that's where you will be accommodated. You don't have to go to the...
How will we communicate with our tutors? Once the tutor... Dr. Makwatana, I was opted out. I wanted to say, can you continue a little bit? Are you able to see the chat line, Dr. Makwatana?
No, I can't.
No, you should have opened on the sideline. Okay, anyway, that a link for YouTube was going to take you to chat line. I was reading the chat. Let me go back to chat line, so that when I'm acted out, you're able to see. a lot of questions here. We can't finish. We've got the attendance. It's about 254 now. Some of us never get a chance to fill those forms. Can we do it when school opens, or may you? No, you can't do it when school opens. You can only do it now because we need to prepare letters. How will your tutor communicate? How will we communicate with our tutors? Remember, once you start doing the teaching practice online, you will get the emails from your tutors. So you'll be able to see who is communicating with you. Then you also can communicate back. We did not complete the link because we have not found schools. Now, this one says there are no schools. And they did not complete the link. Now, try to find the schools where you stay.
There are no schools where?
I don't know where she or he stays. Dr. Magadan, can you go to the link of Dr. Squire? Anyone? Can you go to the link? Remember, in that invitation, there was a link for YouTube. So there are a lot of questions here. How many weeks? We already answered. I wrote all the assessments and they were graded, but not the marks was blank. Now, no, Kenzani, Mkabel, if you did not do assessment and you only did what? You were only graded after they've closed the assessment. It's difficult for us because the assessment was not done. The final assessment was not done by us. It was done by the project org, and it was done electronically. It was automated. So bear with us in that. So what you need to do is make sure that once you are progressed by the machine and it says you can continue to another one, and you must continue, but together, not leaving your tutors behind. Otherwise, if you jump and try to finish it in one day, you leave some of the activities behind. Can you please resend us the link for registering school? Say I will still ask. I'll share the link with the Mr. I think Bila, Mr. Butomi, Mr. Bila, who is, I don't know whether he's around here because I can't see. I've not read his chat line in the chat line. I've not seen him in the chat line, but he has the link for registering school. Is it okay if I do my practical in school where the language of learning and teaching is English in a private school? Yeah, what? Musha Isano Mashila, what do you mean? I do not understand this because if you are teaching foundation, and foundation, the language of learning and teaching is not English. So then I don't know. You have a problem because foundations, grade R to 3, English is just taught as a language. And the language of teaching and learning is indigenous languages. So if you are not clear as to you are referring to Bedford or TEF. Are we going to get audio of this meeting because we are experiencing network problems? Now, you just, after this meeting, you just go to Google and type teaching practice workshop, and you will get a YouTube audio or video where you'll be able to listen to this. I don't know how many. I think it will be more than, because now it's already an hour. How do I get in contact with your office? It's through the website, no, through the email. So when we start tomorrow, we are also share the email of our tutors so that they communicate with you guys. Now, tomorrow, you deal with tutors. Tutors will be your lecturers. So when you are in teaching practice schools, you will be dealing with mentors. Mentors who are the ones you will provide us with their details. Dr. Makotana,
Dr. Chikota?
Are you able to see the chat line?
No, I tried to open using my phone, but then I
Okay.
don't know what I pressed because I saw my face. So
Okay.
I quickly went out. Now I'm unable to go back to the
No, it's okay.
to the YouTube.
Yeah, you can only go to the YouTube if you open it just by clicking at the Internet Explorer, Edge, or what do we call this other one? The Google
Let
Chrome.
me try.
It's there. If it's the Google Chrome somewhere there, it's in Google Chrome where you'll be able to go to see the chat line if you have opened the chat line.
But with the phone, with the laptop, I'm unable.
Okay.
The phone, I'm able.
No.
But now,
now, where mentors do not have emails, colleagues, you can use the emails of the principal. It's in Google Chrome where you'll be able to go to see the chat line. So I think we must close now. So that this video, well, students will watch this video. Some of the questions are recurring, and how do we communicate with your office regarding change of schools? You phone and send particulars and will be advised. What is Mkonde Charities question? The network, what? I'm also affected by that question. We'll give you direction. We'll give you a link as to how to access the recordings anyway. How do we communicate with your office regarding being able to add to the list if you don't fill the link? I've indicated Mr. Bila will share the link with you so that we can add.
Check.
We can add you in the list.
It's already late.
No, but I have to leave.
Okay,
Even
where
if
is my...
4 o'clock, I'm leaving, even if it's 4:30.
Sorry.
I'll drive in the dark. I can't live here.
Do we have specific time to log in?
Dr. Square, can you mute your mic,
Yes.
please?
Dr. Makwana, can't we close now?
I think we can.
Yeah.
We can close.
You can close. Or Dr. Squari, you have something to say or in conclusion before?
No, I don't have anything to say, Dr. Chikota.
Just a vote of thanks for the 300 students who have attended the workshop.
I would like to thank everyone who attended this meeting, all the students who were serious about this, because you won't be able to get your degree without doing teaching practice. This is very, very much important. So tomorrow, we as mentors will be waiting for you. We are starting tomorrow. Make sure that you do all you are required to do by the Chikota and the presenter, Dr. Akwatan. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Scott, for encouraging words. We'll also communicate with you colleagues about how you need to finalize your SACE licenses before you go to schools. I've been communicating with the provincial office as they are saying this year they will want to use online completion of application for SACE certificates because it takes time. they are open for your drop-in, and because they realize it's very fast. So I requested them to send me detail yesterday. I'm still awaiting their email so that they can send me details as to what they will want you to bring along with. So you'll be notified by your emails. If you're not receiving emails, it means that you are not opening your Mvula emails. So try to open your Mvula emails and try to communicate with us through your Mvula email, because otherwise all other emails will be blocked because of hacking, stories, and all other kind of stuff. So try to use Mvula emails to reach us. So with this, I think we'll call it a day. We'll meet tomorrow in Teachers' Choices in Action. Any other thing, if you do not understand, talk to Mr. Bila Butomi. He's always available 24/7 for you. He will assist in a great deal. He also knows how to access information from us. Although Mr. Bila has already completed Teachers' Choices in Action, he can still assist you one way or another. Thank you, and goodbye, and take care. Sanitize and social distance.
Always wear your face masks. Bye.
Even when you are inside your room. Bye. Yeah, you're allowed to change. Buchilo Rotondo, you're allowed to change. If you want to change school, what time is going to open? Tomorrow morning, 12 o'clock in the evening, Teachers' Choice in Action, they will open. It's going to go live. We don't have any control with that thing. It's not done anyway. It's done outside by DHET and those appointed by DHET who are facilitating. So I think it's the end of the meeting today. Thank you very much. We are ending the stream so that those who will be able to go to YouTube should be able to go and get the recordings and chat lines. Some of the questions we will follow them in the YouTube and try to compile them if it's possible. Thank you very much. Enjoy your day. Take care. Good teachers of tomorrow.